This is about the ZVE10 and how I've been getting on with the little bad boy. I absolutely love this for video. I've got no issues with it whatsoever. I was running it at 30 frames a second, which when I found out, and when I put it into 24, you get a wider image, which is really good. I found that out on YouTube. Absolutely fantastic, love that. So I changed it to that. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm sure it will help my image because I need it just to be a little bit wider because I haven't got the space to move the camera back much more. So that was a cool feature for the video. Now I've not had any issues with rolling shutter like a lot of people are saying. I mean, at the end of the day, you shouldn't really be moving a camera like that anyway. You're not going to get any very cinematic shots at all. I mean, I've had this on a tripod and I've shot motorcycles at Harley Davidson's actually. I think, did I put it on this channel? Not sure. And there's no rolling shutter issue on that whatsoever. The only issue I had was I pretty much focused on the foreground, on the grass sort of in front, so they weren't particularly in focus, which is a bit of a pain. But anyway, that was then, and I had my 360 camera on top of here as well, which was really cool because that can sort of zoom around wherever it wants to. And another thing that I found out with this is the photography. Absolutely fantastic. I know you haven't got a viewfinder, but if you're used to using a live view, even in direct sunlight, if you whack that the backlight up on the screen, it's completely usable. Touch to focus, bloody godsend. Absolutely love that. It's absolutely brilliant. Didn't use the tracking focus because that was a bit annoying. It is a little bit annoying to cancel the tracking focus or touch focus area because you have to touch a little tiny box. Now it would be good, maybe I could set up one of the keys just to dump the track focus setting that I touched on the screen. I haven't really used it for, with photography with this lens. I used my full frame lens, yes, and this lens is fully compatible to the ZVE10. Now I don't know if you can read on there. Let's turn it out the right way around so you can see it. It's an SEL2870. That works. It's not a problem at all. Everything works on it. The focus tracking, absolutely fine. I've used that for video with the Harley Davidsons, and absolutely brilliant lens. Even though it's a kit lens for a full frame sensor, it's a good kit lens. You get some good kit lenses and you get some really crummy ones. This is a good kit lens. This kit lens, it's not that bad. It does cracking video. It's got power zoom. It's got I think it's steady shot. Is it steady shot? Does it say on here anywhere? Yeah, optical steady shot, so it's got steady shot built in. I'm not a massive fan of using the stabilisation in the camera. I'd rather stick it on a gimbal, which I have got can't remember what it's called. It's a Crane M2. I want to get a Crane M3, but it is a bit of a pain because you can't fully control the camera through it because it doesn't use how do they connect? Wi-Fi, I think, and I think the Crane M3 uses Bluetooth, which is a bit sucky because the Crane M2 uses Wi-Fi and it completely controls this, no problem at all. The Crane M2, it can struggle a little bit with this depending on what lens and how you balance it, but it does work even in vortex mode. I've not had any issues with it at all, and it's a little bit lighter than the Crane M3. So this on a tripod, on a gimbal or a tripod, is an absolute must. And don't get flipping your camera like that because you don't need to. If you're doing cinematic, nice slow panning shots, if you're doing football and any fast moving sports like that, that's the wrong camera anyway. You need to get a high-end camera for that. Unfortunately, this isn't really going to cut it. But for me, this absolutely fantastic. And by the way, I'm not new to photography. I've got full frame sensor cameras, and this is up there with them. It's a lot lighter, it's a lot smaller, and you've got the my full frame sensors only have the sort of weird flip down screen. That is useful for, you know, up high shots and this sort of thing, but a fully articulating one is fantastic because you can hold it like that. You're holding the camera like this, boom, you've got your screen down there rather than oh, wrong way, rather than there. And it is so versatile. Even if you're doing it in portrait, you can sort of have your hand like that. Sorry, I'm used to having the big lens on here. So it's, for me, an absolutely fantastic camera. Go out and buy it. You won't be disappointed. Most people that are shooting stuff for YouTube, this should be absolutely fine. You don't need the big high-end cameras because you're not going to use half the features in those cameras. Because about that, my Osmo Action 3 decided to overheat. Anyway, like I was saying, with the big professional cameras, you wouldn't be able to upload the full quality, the full size of those files, trust me, to YouTube. I've tried. As soon as you stick it through a video editing program, it doesn't matter what you use, DaVinci, this, that and the other, it compresses the hell out of it. I have found a pretty decent one at the moment, which I'm going to edit with using this. It works really well with the Sony, and it doesn't compress the files any further than they sort of need to be. DaVinci and stuff, I believe they're meant to take away the stuff that you don't need in the files, but I find that a little bit annoying. Maybe I'm doing the settings wrong, I don't know, but I've sort of given up on that for the moment. Just using this new program. I can't remember what it's called, but anyway, like I was saying, the ZVE10, I want to get the ZVE1 because that looks amazing. The ZVE10 is banging. It's perfect for what you need for YouTube. If you're doing talking heads, stuff like that, even you can do some cinematic things with it. It handles that no problem at all. For YouTube, it's not an issue. You're not going to be making big feature films, you're not going to be doing stuff for Netflix. If you do, you need to buy another camera, because these little cameras, they're not going to cut it for that. Anyway, thanks for watching, like and subscribe.